This is our lecture number 41. In this lecture we have continued our problem which we already discussed in our previous lecture. So I have made this second part for our previous lecture. In this we continue our problem. Okay. So in our previous lecture you have see we have find main steel. So in this lecture we have to continue with the distribution steel. So here we start our step number F. We have to find the distribution steel. So step number F, distribution steel. In distribution steel we have to take the minimum reinforcement criteria. So AST minimum is equal to 0.15 divided by 100 into 1000 into capital D is 145. Here we take 0.15 because here our grade of steel is 250. If our grade of steel is HYSD or 415 or 500, then we have to take 0.12 as a AST minimum value. So if you find this, so here you get 217.5 mm square as a AST minimum. Now for distribution bar you have to provide 6 mm dia bar. So for that you have to find the spacing. So pi by 4 into 6 square divided by 217.5 into 1000. So you get 120 mm as a spacing. Sorry, 129.97 as a spacing. So here you take 120 mm as a spacing. Now you have to find AST again. So AST is equal to 28.27 divided by 120 into 1000. So here you get AST is equal to 236 mm square. Okay. So here you write provide 6 mm dia of 120 center to center in bracket AST is equal to 236 mm square. So this is the criteria of distribution steel is done. Means here we have provided 6 mm dia bar and total area for that bar is 236 mm square, and that bar we provided at 120 center to center. Now we have to find different checks for that problem. So we have to find check for cracking, check for deflection, check for development length, and check for shear. So first here we have find check for cracking. Check for cracking. So cracking you have given different condition for main bars and distribution bar. So here we take main bars. For main bars you have take 3D or 300. So 3D D here we have 120 mm and here is 300. So here you get 100. Sorry, here you get 360 and here we have 300, but we have provided 120 mm, means it is safe. Now for distribution bar you have to take 5D and 450, 5D and 450. So 5 into 120 and 450. So you calculate that value. So you get 600 and 450, and here we provided 120 mm, and here we also provided 120 mm center to center, which is less than this both condition, means it is safe. So in cracking criteria our design is safe. Now we have to check for deflection. check for deflection. So for deflection you have to check L by D ratio allowable is greater than L by D ratio actual. Okay, so actual L by D ratio and allowable L by D ratio you have to find. So allowable L by D is equal to 26 into modification factor. So now you have AST value, so you have to find PT 100 AST upon BD. So here we have 100 and maximum AST is 785 divided by B 1000 into 120, you get 0.654%. Now for that modification factor is 1.70. okay, so here you used allowable L by D is equal to 26 into 1.70, so here you get 44.2 and actual L by D, L is 4000 and D is 120, so here you get 33.33, means 33.33 is less than 44.2, it is safe. This is the check for deflection. Now check for development length. We have to find check for development length. Check for development length. This is our I step, check for development length. At support we have find development length at support, at end support, at 8. For that we have one formula, LD does not greater than equal to 1.3 M1 upon V plus L naught. This condition we used when our confinement is there. Okay, so we have find L naught. For that we have two condition, 12 phi or 120 mm, which is you find. So 12 phi is 12 into phi, phi is 10, so here we get 120 mm. So here we note that L naught is 120 mm because we have to take lesser of these two. So but here our value is same, that's why we have to take L naught is 120 mm. Now we have find the M1 and V. So for finding the M1, M1 is the moment. Okay, so for finding the moment we have take formula, M1 is equal to 0.87 Fy AST D minus 0.42 XU, but here we have not given XU, so we modify this formula and write 0.87 Fy AST, okay, D 1 minus Fy AST divided by FCK B dot D. This is our modified formula. Now put values in this formula, 0.87 into 250 into 785 into, sorry, here AST is 392 because we have take 50% of bent up bars, we have to provide bent up bars at support, so here we take 392, half of 785, so 392 into 120, 1 minus 250 into 392 divided by 20 into 1000 into 120. After solving this you get 9.81 into 10 raised to the power 6 Newton mm. This is the value of M1. So we find L naught, we find M1, these two value we find. Now we have to find the shear force. So shear force we have to find. So how we find shear force? At support we know the formula for shear force. So we find shear force, Vu is equal to 0.4 into 6.94. Here this 0.4 value is taken from table number 13, which is given in IS 456-2000. This is the shear force coefficient. So 0.4694 into 4 plus 0.45 into 6 into 4. This is for dead load and this is for live load. So after calculating this, you got 21.90 kilonewton as the shear force. Okay, now put these values in equation. So LD is less than equal to 1.3 into M1 9.81 into 10 raised to the power 6 upon VU 21.90 into 10 raised to the power 3 plus 120. You get 702.5 mm. Now you find LD. So for LD you have one formula, and with the help of this formula, if you have find LD, you get LD is 453. So this is satisfy the condition, so it is safe. Okay, and you know the formula. This formula we already discussed in our previous lecture, so you use that formula and find the value of LD. Okay, and here I write formula also, phi sigma s upon 4 tau BD. With the help of this formula you will find the value of LD and check it is safe or not. So this is the check for development length is done. Now our last check is check for shear. Check for shear. For that you require table number 13 of IS 456-2000, same as we used in for finding the VU value in condition of check for development length. So same table you have used. Okay, so you have designed for maximum shear force, and maximum shear force will occur at support B. So maximum shear will occur near support B, means we have designed shear reinforcement at support B on outer side. So maximum shear force is equal to 0.6 into 6.94 into 4 plus 0.6 into 6 into 4. I again tell you this value 0.6 we take from table number 13 of IS 456-2000, and this is our dead load and this is our live load and this is our length. Okay, for shear force condition we have to multiply with WL, and for bending moment condition we have to multiply with WL square by 2. That's why here we take WL. Okay, so here we take WL and find the value of shear force. We get 31.05 kilonewton. Okay, now we have find tau V. Tau V is equal to VU upon BD. So VU is 31.05 into 10 raised to the power 3 divided by 1000 into 120. Here we get 0.258 Newton per mm square. Okay, now you have to check this value is not greater than tau C max, and you have to check this value is also not greater than tau C, because if this value is greater than tau C, then you have to design the shear reinforcement. So for that you have to check this value is greater than tau C or less than tau C. So you find first PT, so 100 AST upon BD, 100 into AST 893.5 divided by 1000 into 120, you got 0.744%. Okay, and for 0.44% tau C value is 0.56 according to table of tau C value. After finding that, we have to take this overall depth also, because we consider this slab part. so you have to multiply this 145, and for D 145 K value is 1.3, so tau C dash is equal to 1.3 into 0.56, you get 0.728. So tau V is 0.258, so tau V is less than tau C dash, means it is safe. So this is the check for shear. Okay, so in this way you have to find the criteria for checks. At last you have to design the section. At last you have to design the section. So let's design. We have to design the section. Okay, so we have 2 span beam. We have beam like that. Okay, we have effective span. So effective span is 4 meter. This is 4 meter, and so on. Here we provided this main reinforcement. Okay, and here we provided a distance L by 7. And here we provided same, and here we provided, so it's look like this. So this distance from center to center is L by 4, means up to L by 4 you have to take, and this value from center to center is L by 5. Same you have to do for that portion. Here you take L by 4 from center, here you take L by 4, and this is you have to take L by 5 and L by 5. This is you take L by because here our length is same. If your length is very 9, you have to write here L1, L2 and so on. Okay, so in this way you have to design. Now here we provided reinforcement. This is distribution reinforcement. And you have to write in this way: main steel, at E 10 mm dia at the rate 100 mm center to center, and AST is equal to 785 mm square. At F 10 mm dia at the rate 120 mm center to center, AST is 654 mm square. At B 10 mm center to center distance is 200 mm. Center to center distance at B, how much we find center to center distance at B is, center to center distance at B is 450 mm. 450 mm. So here we provided different spacing because at B we have different reinforcement. So first we have provided 200 mm, second we provided 240 center to center, and last one we provided at 450 center to center. This is for AST 392, this is for AST 327, and this is for AST 174.5. okay, at B, because this come from E, this is come from F, or this is provided at top. So in this way you have to mention that point, and this reinforcement you provide at this section. So this is the way we have find the steel and design the one-way continuous slab. So this part is over, guys. If you have any problem, then comment me in my comment box. Thank you.